The Titans had fallen. The gates of Tartarus were locked, and Zeus sat upon the throne of Olympus as the undisputed king. But peace is a fragile mask in the world of gods. Deep within the earth, Gaia, the mother of all, was screaming. Her children, the Titans, were suffering in the eternal dark, and her fury was about to birth a nightmare that even the heavens could not imagine. To destroy Zeus, Gaia combined with the darkest pits of the underworld, Tartarus. From this unholy union came Typhon. He was not a god, nor a man, nor a mere beast. He was a cosmic cataclysm. It is said that when he stood, his heads brushed the stars. 100 dragon heads sprouted from his shoulders, each flashing fire from its eyes and screaming with the voices of 1,000 lions, bulls, and serpents. Instead of fingers, he had 50 serpents on each hand, and his lower body was a mass of giant, coiling vipers. Gaia pointed toward the peak of Mount Olympus and whispered one command.
Destroy them!
As Typhon marched, the world began to unravel. Forests were incinerated by his breath, and the seas boiled as he stepped through them. When the shadow of the monster finally fell upon Mount Olympus, a sight occurred that history rarely mentions. The great gods of Greece were afraid. One by one, the immortals fled. To hide from Typhon's burning gaze, they flew to Egypt and transformed themselves into animals. Apollo became a hawk, Artemis a cat, and Ares a fish. The golden halls of Olympus stood empty, silent, and abandoned. Only one remained: Zeus. Zeus looked down from his throne. He saw his brothers and sisters fleeing in terror, but his pride would not allow him to move. He was the king of the skies. If he fell, the universe would fall into chaos. With the master bolt in his hand, Zeus descended from the clouds to meet the king of monsters. The clash shook the foundations of the earth. Zeus rained down thousands of lightning bolts, turning the sky into a sea of electricity. Typhon fought back with pillars of fire and giant boulders, his 100 heads snapping at the king of heaven. For a moment, it seemed the lightning might prevail. Zeus struck Typhon with a sickle of adamantine, the same weapon his father, Cronus, had used. But Typhon was unlike any foe Zeus had ever faced. He ignored the pain. In a brutal display of strength, the monster coiled his massive serpents around the god of thunder, crushing his armor. They tumbled from the sky onto the slopes of Mount Cassius. There, the unthinkable happened. Typhon overpowered Zeus. With his claws, he reached into the god's limbs and tore out his sinews, the very tendons that allowed him to move. The king of the gods was left a hollow shell, paralyzed and broken. Typhon threw the helpless Zeus into a cave in Cilicia and tasked the dragon serpent Delphine to guard him. The age of Zeus was over, or so it seemed. While Typhon celebrated his victory, believing the throne of the universe was finally his, two figures moved through the shadows of the Cilician cave. Hermes, the messenger god, and Pan, the god of the wild. They knew they couldn't defeat Typhon in a fair fight. They needed guile. Pan let out a sudden, piercing scream, a sound so terrifying it became the origin of the word panic, distracting the dragon serpent Delphine. In that split second, Hermes, with his incredible speed, slipped past her and recovered the stolen sinews of Zeus. With divine precision, Hermes reattached the tendons to Zeus's body. Life surged back into the king. His eyes glowed with a white-hot fury. He didn't just want to win anymore. He wanted vengeance. Zeus ascended back to the heavens in a chariot pulled by winged horses, gathering every ounce of energy the cosmos could provide. The second battle was a massacre of light and shadow. Zeus did not hold back. He bombarded Typhon with a relentless storm of thunderbolts, never letting the monster breathe. Typhon fled toward Sicily, exhausted and bleeding molten ichor. In a desperate move, Typhon tried to throw an entire mountain at the god, but Zeus was faster. He struck the mountain with a bolt so powerful it shattered. As Typhon staggered, Zeus grabbed Mount Etna, and with a roar that echoed through time, he hurled the massive volcano onto the monster. Typhon was pinned. The weight of the earth crushed his 100 heads, trapping him forever in the depths of the underworld. Even today, they say that when Mount Etna erupts, it is the fire of Typhon's breath still trying to break free from his prison. Zeus returned to Olympus, his throne secured, but the scars of the battle remained. He had learned that even a king can be broken, and that the shadows of the past always find a way to return.